Hey everybody, and welcome. We're going to do Unenchanted, an unfortunate fairy tale by Chanda, Hahn. We're going to go with that's how you say her name. Anyways, this is the first book in a 4 or 5 book series, and we have all of them here. Not all fairy tales have happily ever after. Some just have afters. Chapter 1. Today I saved Brody Carmichael's life. Mina penned the jubilant letters into her blue spiral notebook with her favorite ballpoint pen. She faithfully used the same pen when writing all of her entries in the hope that it would change her luck and she could write something good in her notebook, like today. Mina stared at the words written before her in her sloppy script and felt a pang of guilt. She started to close the notebook but paused it in thought. It didn't feel right. It didn't seem truthful. With a heavy hand and a heavy heart, she added in parentheses next to her previous entry, today was also the day I almost killed Brody Carmichael. Feeling slightly better about telling the truth, she closed her notebook titled Unaccomplishments and Epic Disasters and tucked it in her dresser drawer with a sigh. Nothing in the world ever went right for 15-year-old Mina. She was always late for class. Her homework usually looked as if it had spent the evening being a chew toy for a pit bull when she didn't even own a dog, and her longtime crush didn't even know she existed. And she frequently spilled chocolate milk on herself whenever she became nervous. Mina was certain it was because she was the magnet for all the bad, terrible, and so-so love that existed in the world. So she kept a notebook hidden in her unorganized sock drawer to prove it. All of these events had turned her into a cynic, especially since yesterday morning had started out like any other event-filled, disastrous day. Mina Grime seems to be an average, ordinary girl, and just really disaster-prone, but the day at the bakery, some really weird things happened. I'll let you guys, if you want to, read it for yourself. Believe me, there's some really weird stuff happens that involves her crush and some unexplainable things. But Mina discovers her family history on her dad's side and how some individuals are after her and her family to take her down. And she has some different powers that she never would have expected. Think Brothers Grimm instead of Grime. Yeah, I'll read the back to you. Mina Grime is unlucky, unpopular, and uncoordinated. That is, until she saves her crush's life on a field trip, changing her high school status from loser to hero overnight. But with her newfound fame brings misfortune in the form of an old family curse come to light. For Mina is a descendant from the Brothers Grimm and has inherited all of their unfinished fairy tale business, which includes trying to outwit a powerful story from making her its next fairy tale victim. To break the fairy tale curse on her family and make these deadly occurrences stop, Mina must finish the tales until the very grim end.